Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Carly if you don't know me. I haven't posted a video in so long, but I just was feeling very inspired this week, and really just like the last few months I have been wanting to make some YouTube videos again, and I've just been trying to find the right time, and there's really no better time than now. So that is what we're doing today. I am currently working, and I kind of want to just like give you guys an update on like my nursing job, and yeah, just like allow you guys to get to know me a little bit better. I think my last nursing type video or anything like where I talked about that was my plastic surgery video, so I'm not doing that anymore. I am a hospice nurse, and I work I like travel pretty much to homes, facilities, that kind of thing. And I do work PRN, but sometimes I pick up like extra shifts. So like this week I'm working 4 days, and we're off 4th of July. So it is a little bit extra than just like 2 or 3 days a week or whatever you're doing if you are a PRN nurse. Currently sitting in my car. Like I said, I go to homes and facilities, and I'm not really like stuck in an office all day, which is so nice. But yeah, so my car is my office. I have my little tablet that I'm working on, and I have my phone, and I'm looking at my calendar, and it was like kind of a chill day, but I just noticed that I had like a lot of visits added. So I have 5 total right now, and they're all home visits, which usually take a little bit longer than just like a facility or something. But anyways, what I typically do, I have my little notebook here, and I will write out all of my patients' names. And this is where I'll like kind of write down real quick in the visit like their vital signs and just anything pertinent. If they need any medication refills for like a routine type visit, and I will chart a lot of this later on. I used to chart like while I was in the visits, but we just switched just to a different system, so I'm still trying to figure that out, and so I just prefer to do that like after the visit. What I'm gonna do is write down all of my patients that I have for today so far, and figure out where they all live, and then kind of map out like where I'm gonna go. That makes sense. I did already just do 1 visit because it was kind of an early morning visit, so I'm just now checking in after that. But yeah, that is what I'm doing right now. I am still drinking my coffee. I've got my podcast ready to go, so I'm gonna figure out who I'm gonna see next and how my day's gonna look, and then I will check back in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I actually just called my second patient of the day, and I'm about to head there, but I am about to take all of my supplements for this morning. It's kind of crazy, but I'm on a really weird like gut health journey. I have SIBO, and also I had like another infection that I'm thinking I just got rid of, hoping that things are good now, but I literally have been going through it. I'm on a super restrictive diet per my doctor. It's been interesting. So if you're dealing with SIBO or any gut health issues, if you have any questions just about like what I've been doing to try to like heal that, I'd love to like answer any questions you have. I did actually see a naturopath for this issue because I've seen GI doctors literally for the past 9 years. I've had gut issues, and no one seems to really know what they're doing, and no one seems to have helped me. They just label it as IBS, and that's it. You deal with it. So that's just been my luck. I'm not saying that all GI doctors are bad, but I felt like naturopathic doctors were my next choice, and I'm really glad that I did. I have been feeling a lot better. I've had a couple setbacks here and there, not to the fault of the protocol that I'm on. I did have to take an antibiotic for something that like I had no choice, so that kind of sucked, but I am working on it. So I'd love to like talk about that a little bit later, maybe in this video or another video. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any like gut health issues or have any questions, or I don't know, any advice, let me know. But I'm gonna take my supplements, and we're gonna go head to our next visit. Okay guys, checking in. So I just finished my 3rd visit of the day. I have 2 more so far. The ones that I've already done were kind of like out of town, and then one was like on the way back to my city. So, and they're not too far. It was like 25 minutes, 30 minutes away, but still it just adds up when you're like having several visits in a day. I just stopped at Starbucks. I'm gonna run in and probably get like a tea and use the bathroom and that kind of thing. One thing about not being confined to an office is that I have to find my bathrooms. So I'm gonna go grab a tea, kind of get myself organized a little bit more, write down a couple things that I need to write down from my previous visits before I head out for my next 2 visits. And yeah, we're gonna check in probably after I get done with those 2 visits. Hi guys, I am at home now. I just made my lunch and kind of cleaned up my kitchen a little bit, as you may have seen. But yeah, I got through my visits. I try to get them done like physically. Obviously I take my time with my patients, but like I do want to make sure that I can get done pretty fast, so I have some time in the afternoon to like work on my charting. Also, what in the world is she doing back there? Anyways, yeah, so I try to get done with my visits physically. Like I start a little bit early and then try to get them done by the afternoon. That way I have some time to chart and I can either do that from home or whatever. And it's been really helpful lately because I've been having to like cook at home a lot more the past few weeks just because of this like gut protocol that I'm on with my doctor. I have to eat pretty clean and yeah, it's a whole thing. But that's been helpful. So made my lunch and I kind of meal prepped for like dinner and then my food, my lunch and dinner tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here and eat. I do have a podcast that I've been listening to all day, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm also gonna be charting. So yeah, I have quite a bit to chart. Pretty much everything I've done today, but it's okay, we'll get through it. And I'm also still like on call for one of our nurses like until 5. So at any point if somebody calls and they need something, like I'll take care of that, or if I have to like run on a quick visit or something, that's kind of what I am waiting on, if anybody is to call. So also my skin looks so crazy right now. It's been like really nasty out. I live in Georgia, so it's been humid, and yeah, that's why my hair is like completely flat and whatever. Meeting my sister-in-law at Sephora. Her cousin's wedding is this weekend and I'm doing her makeup and my sister-in-law's makeup. So we're gonna go meet at Sephora and just get a couple things. And I also have a Poshmark order that I need to put in the mail. So that's what we're gonna do. And I got my little coffee, still in my scrubs because I'm literally going like, because I just finished working and we're gonna meet soon. So didn't have time to like shower and all that. So we're just gonna do that when I get back. Also ignore my picture frames. I don't have pictures in them, obviously. I'm still trying to figure out like what I even want to put in the frames. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I wanted to maybe do like black and white photos of like personal stuff. I thought maybe putting like some personal photos in there would be nice. But I also love like any kind of like artsy decor vibe. I don't know. So just let me know what you think would look nice. Hi guys, good morning. I am tired if you can't tell, which I'm pretty sure you can. And my hair looks a little nuts from sleeping in with it up last night. Anyways, it is Wednesday, July 3rd, and I'm currently getting ready for work. So yeah, I don't think I really ended off yesterday with a lot. I ended up going to Sephora and Ulta with my sister-in-law. Her cousin's getting married this weekend and I'm doing both of their makeup. So we were kind of getting some last minute products, and I got a couple things for myself as well that I will probably share with you guys later this afternoon. So when I get back, I'll do like a little mini haul of the things I got. To get started, I actually have a pretty busy day ahead of me, so I want to make sure that I get started pretty early and can kind of get through my visits pretty quickly, so I may not be checking in like in between every single visit. I'm gonna write down on my little notebook all of my people, and I'll write down all of like the pertinent information I need on this list, and then I usually will chart a little bit later in the day, and I'm gonna kind of map out who I'm gonna see first and like what order I'm gonna go in. That's what we're gonna do. I've got my coffee, had breakfast already, and we're gonna get started. So yeah,
keep her spirit alive through them. And I do think that
okay guys, I have made 5 visits so far. I have 1 more visit that I'm about to make, and I'm just like so hungry right now. It's like 1:45. I have a lot of charting to do, and yeah, so it's been a very busy day. Normally I can try to get done a little bit earlier, like with physical visits, and then I usually take that time to chart. So today feels a little bit stressful. Not super stressful, but it just does feel a little bit pressed for time. And just getting done with like all of my visits physically. So being done at 2:15, I know that sounds like, oh, that's not too bad. That means like until 5 o'clock, I need to try to get all these charts done, which takes me a while, especially while we're still kind of learning a new system. So yeah, today's a little bit, not overwhelming, like that's a strong word, but I do feel a little bit pressed for time, just making sure that I get everything done, and having those things kind of looming over me stresses me out. So yeah. Hi you guys, I just finished all of my work. It is 5 o'clock now, so I literally sat there, was like balls to the wall, like I need to get this charting done. So I'm so glad that I made it through that. Just made myself a cup of ginger green tea. It's from Greenwise from Publix. I would normally be craving, I would normally have like a cup of coffee, but I cannot have more than 1 a day for my gut protocol, which I'm even lucky I can have the 1 cup a day. But I've been drinking a lot more tea lately, and yeah, I just needed a hot beverage. So that's what we're having. And yeah, also I really love this mug. I got this when I was in high school from Urban Outfitters. That was like a while ago. Yeah, the writing's kind of coming off, but I love this mug. Also, this is my little backpack that I've been using for like my work stuff. So I don't take this one into visits with me. This is really just like personal stuff. It's got all my pins and everything. I keep my tablet in here in my notebook, and then I have, this is kind of a mess situation. I gotta figure this out. But I will literally just put my little tablet in there, stick it on the charger. That way everything is charged and ready to go whenever I'm going to work. I haven't even put my tablet in here yet, or my phone, but I'll stick my phone in the pocket, and I like to just have it right here. I don't like the fact that it's on my kitchen counter, but I don't really have a lot of space, and like, I need it to be where I can see it and where I know it's going to be charged. Like, I just have this as my little station for right now, and I wouldn't do that if I didn't keep this out of patient homes. Like, this is literally just for me to take to the office. So yeah, I also have my other little setup in my car. I keep my hospice bag like in the back seat, and then I also have a bunch of supplies in the back of my car, and it's such a mess. Sorry, it's such a mess back there, so it's not like the best setup, and there's really nothing for me to be like, oh yeah, like this is what I do. I just have my hospice bag with all of my like my blood pressure cuff and my stethoscope and everything, and I use my little Sandy wipes like in between visits to keep it clean. And I do actually take like a Chuck's pad and keep it on the back seat, like on the floor, just so it's clean. And like I do take the bag into homes, so I don't want to like bring it into homes, put it in my car without some sort of like barrier there. Yeah, I don't have like this whole like beautiful organized system out of my car like I feel like I've seen some people with, but I just do what works for me. I just keep it really simple. Okay, checking in again because I was about to like take a shower, but my husband just told me that he is picking me up and we're going somewhere. I have no idea. And we are also going to be doing dinner at my dad's. We will go get dinner like once a week with my dad. That's just something that we do to spend time with him because he works like a lot, but we haven't been doing that with this gut protocol I've been on. And sorry, it's so bright, oh my gosh. But the gut protocol that I'm on, I'm like having to follow a very specific diet, so I haven't really been able to like go out and eat anywhere, which mentally is like the worst part. I feel like eating healthy at home is not hard for me because I've already tried to like incorporate super clean foods, and yeah, just with all the stomach issues I've had. But not being able to go out with my dad and like have a beer and just like enjoy my life, like that's been really hard. Same thing with like other family events. Like we've had some birthdays and we've gone to like a couple concerts this month, and even our anniversary. So like those events have been mentally difficult to not be able to like eat whatever I want. So anyways, we've been grilling at my dad's house sometimes because I can at least like grill something and like make my own dinner and at least be able to spend time. So that is something else that we're gonna do tonight. So yeah, my husband just got here. He's picking me up. I have no idea where we're going. It's probably like for nothing. Maybe we're getting stuff for 4th of July for tomorrow for our family's party, so maybe that's it. But all right, he's here. I'm gonna go meet him outside. Here. My goal is to like put this on the internet. I cannot. Bag secured. I feel like I have so many lip balms, and then in the moment that I need it, it's nowhere to be found. Like, I have my whole little makeup drawer and I don't even have a lip balm in here. Also, my husband picked me up earlier, and I kind of knew that we were like gonna go get fireworks and stuff for the 4th of July, but I forgot about it, and he was just like, come on, let's go. So we went and picked out some fireworks for tomorrow, which will be really fun. And then we ended up picking up my dad. My dad lives like really close, so we kind of picked him up and went with us. And then we got some stuff at the store to make dinner tonight. But I wanted to come home and shower because I was like not about to be in my scrubs any longer. I feel like the last 2 days I've been in my scrubs past work for like too long. So I needed to shower and like refresh before I could eat, because then I'm gonna come home and go straight to sleep. So that is what we're doing. Also, I was planning on showing you guys stuff that I got from Sephora and Ulta. So I wanted to do that because I didn't want to miss showing you guys, because I'm excited about what I got. So I think I mentioned I'm going to a little wedding this weekend, and I'm doing the bride's makeup, and then my sister-in-law, who is her cousin. And we're also attending the wedding. So I wanted to pick up a couple last minute things that I'm probably going to use on her. Nardo. I did want to pick up some base makeup that matched her a little better than what I had. I just kind of used what I had for her, And I actually ended up purchasing the foundation. So let's start with this. It is the Makeup by Mario, this is upside down, the Surreal Skin Foundation. And I've been really intrigued by this, but we shade matched her and we're very similar in shades. But because she doesn't wear makeup that much, I went ahead and bought this for myself, and I'm just gonna use it for her day. And then I may keep it. I want to be able to keep it. I just don't wear foundation a lot because I feel like I'm very picky. But if this like looks good on my skin, I'm definitely gonna wear it, obviously. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. And something else I really wanted, I think maybe because of the summertime, and I'm also kind of doing a little more skincare than I normally have, but sometimes like my dry skin, it gets oily throughout the day, I feel like, especially when it's like been humid out. And so I wanted a pressed powder, and I've been eyeing the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. So I ended up picking this up in the shade One Fair. So I'm hoping that I like this. I actually used it this morning for work, but I kind of didn't really pay attention to how it looked on my skin, to be honest with you. I do think that it was like kind of blurring and it was very natural, but throughout the day I like literally was not paying attention, and I was so sweaty just from being outside, like it stood no chance. So I'm gonna wear this at some point and really test it out, probably on Saturday for the wedding, and I'm gonna use this on them as well. That's all I got from Sephora. From Ulta, I really wanted these. I've never tried these before, but I keep seeing people like getting ready and they have like eye patches on, and I feel like lately I've been like so tired. My eye bags are crazy. I'm just so tired of like looking kind of dull, so I wanted something that I felt like would just feel really nice and kind of like revive me. So we're gonna try these. These are the caffeine and cucumber detoxify ones. I know they have a couple other different ones, but we're gonna see how these do. Another thing for myself, and then the rest is gonna be used for the wedding. I've been looking into color theory and like the color analysis, and it's driving me insane because like I feel like I lean towards warmer shades than I probably need to. I think I need to wear more cool toned shades. So I picked up this blush from Nude Sticks, and it comes in this like really cute like little tin situation, but this one is Cherry Blossom Babe. And I mean, it's not super cool, like it's not like a baby pink or something like that, but it is a little bit more cool than like the other berry shades that I have. Sorry, I'm trying to get it to focus so you can see it. I think it's going to be perfect, and yeah, it's not quite as warm as some of the other berry colors that I have. I do have one by Makeup by Mario, and I will continue wearing it, like wear whatever color you want, but I do want to kind of like, oh my gosh, my cat is zooming, but I do want to just test out this color analysis and see like if it makes me feel any different. The other two things that I got, well, two of them go together. I got the Ardell Naked Lashes in the 420, yeah, 420, and then just some duo glue. Then the Lash Paradise, this is like one of my favorites. I used it, I think I used it this morning on myself for work. So yeah, we like this one. This is in the waterproof version. And then, almost forgot, my La Roche-Posay. This is my SPF moisturizer. I freaking love this stuff. Like I don't ever see myself not using this unless something else just like blows me away. But I had to pick up a refill of this because I used up my last one.
It's not how I intended to be approached.
Gross. Oh my god, I almost just walked into this fucking pool.
Oh my goodness, hi buddy.
guys, good morning. It is 4th of July. I just made my little cup of coffee. I'm about to do a little morning skincare and I'm gonna try these eye patches that I got. So we're gonna see how these do. Okay, so this is what they look like. Exciting. Let's try these out. Let's take these off. I kind of feel like I see a difference. Like I feel like they're not as swollen as they were feeling before. Like I feel a little bit more awake. I don't know if they look any different. I don't know. What do you guys think? Connor's getting the fireworks together and I am not sure if I will like show a lot because we're spending time with family, Good morning, guys. Welcome back. So hot today. It's literally 9 in the morning and I'm already sweating. But good morning. It is Friday, July 5th. Yesterday we were basically at the pool all day and yeah, I didn't want to like bring my camera out and get it messed up, and also didn't want to like bring out my whole camera with my whole family because like nobody even knows I'm doing this, so that would have been kind of awkward. But anyways, we had such a fun time. So we swam all day yesterday. We spent like the entire afternoon and evening there. We didn't get home until kind of late, and then, you know, after a full day of swimming and everything, like we were exhausted. So I'm feeling pretty tired this morning. But yeah, back at work today. I've already gotten my assignment and it's gonna be a pretty busy day today. I have 6 visits and they're kind of spread out a little bit, so yeah, I'm going to start calling my families and get going, but I will check in with you guys when I can. Oh, and real quick, I wanted to show you, I got this notebook from Target and I really like it. It's literally just like lined paper like this, and what I'll do is like I'll put the date and then I'll write out all my patients in a list and then kind of like be able to put their vitals and everything in here and anything pertinent, med counts and that kind of stuff. But I like this notebook because this outer layer is like pretty sturdy and the spiral is also very sturdy. It does not feel as flimsy as some of the other notebooks I've had, so I can flip it back and forth pretty easily and I don't have to worry about this really getting like snagged on anything. So I really like this notebook, and just anything like it would be really helpful if you're a notebook person, if you write everything down and you're a nurse or like any type of job really. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that really quickly. Hey guys, I am back home. It is a lot later now. I actually finished all of my visits. I really honestly couldn't even like show anything, like even just like talking in between stuff, because I was so busy and I wanted to make sure that I could physically get through all the visits. And I did have a lot of people that were kind of like not in town, so I was driving in a lot of different directions, and I'm really exhausted now, so I'm just gonna do my work and get done, and then we'll talk in a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and like wash my makeup brushes and everything tonight, and I need to kind of prep for the wedding tomorrow, so we will chat probably when I am working on that. But yeah, we'll talk in a little bit. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, July 6th. I just made a little cup of coffee, and this is honestly one of my favorite mugs that I have. from Starbucks. This little pink situation. I love it. Have about 30 minutes to get the rest of like the makeup and everything together. I washed all these brushes last night. So I washed all of these brushes that I'm going to be taking, and now I just need to put all my makeup together. I was going to do this last night, but we ended up playing video games and I was just so tired. So that's what we're doing this morning before we head out, and my husband is going to make me some breakfast, which is really sweet. Okay, how do you think we did, guys? Oh my gosh, I was doing so good. It's just, I add way too many brushes in here, but it's fine. We're gonna figure something out, make this work. Okay, perfection. I just had to take one of the makeup palettes out. This is pretty large, so I took it out, and we're just gonna stick this in the bag. I'm gonna bring like a huge bag, and it's gonna be fine. So yay, that is done. I need to hurry, but yeah, we'll talk in just a little bit. Been listening to Call Her Daddy. Love Call Her Daddy. I just got my directions pulled up and got my podcast on, so we are ready to head out. Got all my stuff with me. I've got my cooler, my bag with my dress, makeup, hair stuff, all the things to get ready. So heading out now, and I will check in with you guys probably way later, because once I get there we're gonna all be getting ready. But for now I am gonna listen to Call Her Daddy and head that way.